Welcome to our story. Today, we will learn about a man whose life changed the world in a terrible way. His name was Adolf Hitler. His story is full of dreams, failure, anger, power, war, and tragedy. It is not a happy story, but it is an important one. By learning about his life, we understand how dangerous hatred can be and why peace matters. So sit back, listen closely, and follow this journey from a small child with dreams to a leader whose choices hurt millions of people. Adolf Hitler was born on April 20th, 1889, in a small town in Austria. His parents were Alois and Clara Hitler. When Adolf was young, he looked like a normal boy. He liked to play outside, draw pictures, and imagine a big future. He dreamed of being an artist. His father, Alois, was very strict. He wanted Adolf to study hard and get a government job, just like him. Alois often shouted. He said that art was useless and could not feed a family. Adolf felt scared of his father, but he loved his mother very much. As Adolf grew older, the fights between him and his father became worse. He did not want a boring job. He wanted a life full of creativity. He wanted freedom. When Adolf was 13, his father died suddenly. Some people thought Adolf would feel free now, but instead he felt lost. Without direction, he stopped caring about school. Teachers said he was smart, but lazy. All he wanted to do was draw. At home, his mother stayed gentle and kind. She supported his dream. When Adolf finished school, he decided to leave home and follow his dream. He packed his bags and moved to Vienna, the capital of Austria. Vienna was famous for art, music, and culture. Adolf believed this was his chance. He wanted to become a famous painter. He felt excited. He thought life would finally begin. In Vienna, Adolf applied to the Academy of Fine Arts, a famous art school. He waited for the results. But when the letter came, it said he was rejected. The school told him his drawings were not good enough. Adolf felt ashamed and angry. He told himself he would try again. 1 year later, he applied again. But again, he was rejected. His dream was broken. Now he had no school, no job, and no money. His mother could not help him. He rented tiny rooms, often cold and dirty. Sometimes he slept on the streets. He painted small postcards and sold them to tourists to survive. Then something painful happened. Adolf's mother became very sick and died. Adolf was heartbroken. He felt alone in the world. His sadness slowly turned into anger. Instead of blaming himself for his failures, he began blaming others.
He started to believe that other people, especially certain groups, were the reason for his problems. These ideas were dangerous, but inside his mind, they began to grow. In 1914, a huge event changed everything. World War I began. Adolf saw the war as a chance to give his life meaning. He moved to Germany and joined the German army. As a soldier, Adolf finally felt part of something bigger than himself. He worked as a messenger, running across dangerous battlefields. He was brave and received 2 medals. For the first time, Adolf felt important. He felt strong. He believed the army gave him a purpose. But in 1918, Germany lost the war. The country was defeated. People were sad, angry, and poor. Adolf was furious. He believed Germany had been betrayed. In his anger, he said something that showed his dark thoughts. Strength lies not in defense, but in attack. This quote revealed how he saw the world, not through peace, but through force. He believed power and violence were the answer. This thinking would later cause terrible destruction. After the war, Germany was in chaos. People had no jobs. Food was expensive. Many families were hungry. Germany had to pay huge money to other countries. The country felt broken. Adolf returned to Germany and looked around. He saw anger everywhere. He saw fear and pain. And instead of helping people heal, he saw an opportunity, a chance for power.
In 1919, Adolf joined a tiny political group called the German Workers' Party. He was just a member at first, but something about him stood out. He was a powerful speaker. When Adolf spoke, people listened. His voice was loud, emotional, and angry. He promised that Germany would rise again. He shouted that Germany was strong and would be strong again. People, tired and hopeless, believed him. Soon, Adolf changed the group's name to the National Socialist German Workers' Party, also called the Nazi Party. He designed a red flag with a black swastika. He said it would become the most powerful symbol in the world. His speeches attracted thousands. People clapped and cheered. But his ideas were filled with hate. He blamed certain groups for Germany's problems. He said Germany should only be for Germans. These ideas were racist and dangerous. In 1923, Adolf tried to take control of the government by force. It failed. He was arrested and sent to jail. While in jail, he wrote a book called Mein Kampf, which means My Struggle. In it, he wrote about his beliefs, ideas that would later destroy millions of lives. After jail, Adolf returned stronger. The Nazi Party grew bigger. By 1933, Adolf Hitler became Chancellor of Germany, the country's top leader. The crowd cheered. They thought he would save them. But they had no idea what was coming. At first, things looked good. Hitler created jobs. He built roads, factories, and schools. People felt hopeful. They said, Hitler is a hero. But behind the success, something dark was happening. Hitler controlled everything: newspapers, radios, schools. People were told they could only believe in him. Anyone who disagreed was punished, arrested, or sent away. He created a strong group of soldiers called the SS and a youth group called the Hitler Youth, where boys were taught to obey him and spread Nazi ideas. His speeches became even more extreme. He told people, if you tell a big enough lie and repeat it, people will believe it. This quote shows how Hitler used lies to control people. He believed that if he repeated false ideas again and again, people would accept them. And sadly, many did. In 1939, Hitler ordered the German army to invade Poland. This started World War II. His dream was to take over Europe and make Germany the most powerful country in the world. At first, Hitler won many battles. His army was strong. But deep inside, he was driven by hate. During the war, he began something monstrous: the Holocaust, where millions of Jewish people and others were killed in camps. It became one of the darkest crimes in human history. As the war continued, Hitler made more enemies. The United States, Britain, and the Soviet Union fought back. German cities were bombed. People lost homes, families, and hope. The same crowds who once shouted his name now felt fear and regret. By 1944, Germany was losing the war. Hitler's once unstoppable army was broken. His enemies were closing in from all sides. German cities burned. People starved. Hitler became paranoid. He trusted no one. He spent most of his time hiding in a bunker under Berlin. Outside, bombs exploded. Inside, he gave orders that made no sense. He refused to surrender. He believed losing was everyone else's fault. By April 1945, Berlin was surrounded. Hitler knew the end was near. On April 29, he married his longtime partner, Eva Braun, inside the bunker. It was a quiet, sad ceremony. One day later, on April 30, 1945, Adolf Hitler took his own life. He was 56 years old. Soon after, Germany surrendered. The war in Europe ended. Millions of families were left with sorrow, pain, and loss. Hitler's dream of power brought only destruction. After Hitler's death, the world worked to rebuild. Germany became a peaceful country. People remembered the Holocaust to make sure such horrors never happened again. Hitler's story teaches us: 1. Hatred destroys. 2. Power without kindness is dangerous. 3. One leader can change millions of lives. for good or bad. 4. Every choice matters. History shows us what can happen when ambition turns into cruelty and when fear turns into hate. Hitler is remembered not as a hero, but as a warning, a reminder of the danger of racism, violence, and absolute power. The world is a better place when we choose peace, respect, and unity. Life is too short for hate. We must learn from the past to build a better future. Thank you for listening to this story. Remember, choose kindness over hate. Choose peace over violence. Choose truth over lies. History is not just about the past. It teaches us how to protect the future. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that help you learn English and understand the world. See you in the next story.
Thanks! Please subscribe and like. Spin a new yarn with us every week. See you there!